Welcome to Harvard.
I bet on my club. Yeah, I bet on my club.
Blown tire here leads to a chance for Harvard.
I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. I don't need you, I do it myself.
Here is Owen, a shot to
Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself.
Harvard is a community that gives you the opportunity for magical things.
Now, you had a 13-year NHL career. You went to the Olympics. How has those experiences and your whole journey evolved your approach as a coach?
Well, I think a lot of the experiences I've had helped me. I think every hockey player's dream is to play in the National Hockey League. I certainly, was told many times that I'd never do it because of my size. But I think the Olympic experience, being able to represent your country, our coach here, Bill Cleary, was like, that was the highest honor.
Yeah.
Wasn't about playing in the National Hockey League, is could you play in the Olympic Games?
Mm-hmm.
So that was always special to players at Harvard. And the magic of a place like Harvard is that the success for our guys isn't only captured in the sports world. We have so many guys that go on to so many incredible things, and that to me is the real pleasure of this job, is you get to work with amazing, young men at a really important part of their life, and you know the springboard that a place like Harvard can be for them to do some amazing things, and to have a good seat in the house for it is pretty cool.
And prior to your 13-year NHL career, which we'll get to that in a minute, you played at Harvard. What went into the decision to play at Harvard?
It was close to home,
Yeah.
and it was, arguably the best school in the world. So, I'm the son of a high school principal, so academics was always important, right? So it was a lot of things coming together, but it really has turned out to be an amazing decision. I have, my best friends in the world, from Harvard. I've had some of the best experiences in my life, and it's one of the reasons I was so excited to come back here. And
what was it like to come back as a coach?
I didn't necessarily say when I was done playing that I wanted to be a coach. I actually interviewed for, several of the jobs, almost took one. This happened.
That wasn't your first.
Well, when I retired, one of the things I wanted to do was to settle down and have them not have to move and maybe have a little bit, more normal existence. Having the chance to come back to Harvard was, somewhat luck, just because that was a time when there was an opening. And for me, it was a place that I really believed in. I really believed about the whole process of Harvard, and so it was, once the opportunity was there, it didn't take long to try to jump on it.
And finally, Coach, I want you to fill in the blank. Harvard is?
Harvard is a community that gives you the opportunity for magical things.
How's it going, everyone? I'm number 5, Sean Cohen, on the Harvard men's ice hockey team.
I'm number 11, Ryan Fine, and we're here at Harvard, and we're going to take you around and see our beautiful campus here.
All the freshmen live in the yard here, so we have 2 of our freshmen in Grays, and then over there is Matthews Hall. It's a pretty convenient spot. It's right next to all the classes and everything, so can't get much better than that. On our right here, we've got John Harvard's statue.
This is kind of a cool little piece of, the university for us. This is where you see a lot of foot traffic. A lot of people are coming to take a picture with him, even though it's not actually John Harvard. So it's pretty unique to the college, and we're fortunate enough to get to see this every single day.
Here we got Widener Library. We're currently in the old yard, as opposed to where we were earlier with all the freshman dorms. This is where the majority of the academic buildings are. Pretty historic place. A lot of long nights in here, but it all pays off. Here we are in historic Harvard Square, coming right outside of the train. Super fortunate to be within a mile of Boston. It's a great spot to grab dinner with the guys some nights, and it's an awesome feeling to be able to have our own kind of unique campus inside of Cambridge, but also be so close to the city of Boston and everything that has to offer.
So we're here at Pinocchio's Pizza. Really cool spot for us as a team, to come together, get a slice of pizza. Pretty good spot too. A lot of history with the hockey team as well. They have a picture of the national championship that we won in here.
In terms of best pizza in the square, Pinocchio's and Joe's are a 1A, 1B. I know most of the guys are split on which pizza's the best, but they both have different things to offer, and it just speaks volumes about Harvard Square and everything it has.
Right now we're in the Mac Lawn, which is the building right here. So it's kind of pretty cool to start in the yard and then kind of transition into a house here. And what's unique about Harvard is that, you start as a freshman, you'll be in your dorm there, and then you kind of create a blocking group. So all the freshman guys will stay together, and then you pretty much get put in a house, and that's where you spend the rest of your 3 years here. So it's kind of a unique experience to where, you get to come up together and then live in a house together. Yeah, so right now we're on one of the 2 bridges here to cross the Charles River. And one of the pretty cool things about it is for us, kind of all the housing and academics would stay on this side of the river. Right here we have Dunster House, currently where I live. So it's pretty cool to be right here. It's kind of convenient. Come over the bridge right to the facilities over there. And this is kind of my route every day to get to the rink.
What up, beauty? Good.
Made our way back to the rink here for morning skate. Picked Dookie up along the way. And we'll see you on the inside for the facility tour.
What's up, Everything College Hockey? I'm Mason Langenbrenner.
I'm Mike Callow.
Welcome to Harvard.
So off to the left here, we got a little history of Crimson hockey. Beanpot wins, Ivy Leagues, ECAC. You get a good feel of the history of Harvard hockey.
As we come into here, get into our players lounge. This is where we'll do team meals, before games, after games, day before games, stuff like that. So as we flow into here, we'll go into the coaches' room. Got another nice area, nice space for all the coaches to be.
Sponsored by CCM, so pretty fortunate to get all the sticks, all the equipment that we can. Got our EQ here, Odie.
What's up, boys?
Yeah, we're doing. Odie always gets us whatever we need, whatever we want, so we're pretty blessed here.
Think these guys ask for too much or no? No, these guys are good.
We're good.
These guys are real good. Yeah, they're our guys, so. There's always guys.
There's always guys.
There's always that guy.
We do our team lifts over in PD, so just a little bit away from here, but it's nice to have our own space in the rink. And then make your way over here, start getting into the locker room.
Oh my.
We're always blessed to have a good locker room, and we're blessed to have this one.
Got the sticks off to the left here, pretty easy, just kind of heading out to the ice, grab it, go. Nice and simple.
It's good too. We do the horizontal rack instead of the vertical, which is a little special touch that we have. Yeah,
So it's pretty cool. I like it.
It's always great to look at guys that kind of came before you, and some of the guys that I've actually played with too. Like my first year, I played with Matt Coronado and Sean Farrell, Henry Thron, Alex Ferrier, all guys that have been nasty throughout the years, and they're having successful NHL careers, and they will for a long time. But that always builds up a program so much, and for recruits, and from my time coming here, watching these guys turn into NHL players is ultimately the goal of most recruits. So, and finally heading over to the national championship wall, and hopefully we could add a new one here pretty soon. But very historic game. You got a lot of people from this team that come around quite a bit. Like I mentioned before, Lane McDonald, our coach, Ted Donato, played on this team. And I mean, national championships is ultimately what builds a program, and it's what the foundation of your program is. So make our way over to the video room here. It's where we spend time. It's more like the war room, getting ready for games, practices, whatsoever. So we got coach here setting up video for today's game against Yale.
You talk about preparing for this game for Yale, though. What does it mean to you, this rivalry game?
It's always a big rivalry. Like, this is one of the biggest ones that we have, and you always get that inter Ivy League competition, and tonight especially as we're honoring Coach Cleary, it's a big game for us. So
I talk about Coach and how special this event is for him.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, he's one of the most established men of this program. So coming into this game, you don't want to just win this for yourself and for our team, but also for the logo that you're wearing as well. So yeah,
it's gonna be a big one tonight.
Lane and Eddie, tonight is a huge night honoring Coach Cleary. It's also his 90th birthday. There's a massive alumni showing up tonight to honor him. What does that say about the Harvard community and what Coach Cleary means to this Harvard community?
Well, I would say that, Coach Cleary is sort of the face, the father of Harvard hockey. Of course, there was hockey before
he got here, but to many people, his name is synonymous with the program.
But it goes beyond what he did for the hockey program. It's about what he did for each of us as individuals. So he was a great hockey coach and built an extraordinary program. But what he really taught all of us about life and being a role model and a mentor to all of us, in what you're going to see tonight with everyone coming back to honor him, is a reflection of that greatness.
I just want to thank everybody for coming. I've been personally looking forward to this day for so long. You know, we had there's a group called Everything College Hockey, and they were filming this big episode on Harvard hockey today. So we've been, so we've had a lot of time to kind of reflect. You know, this is the celebration to me of really a, I don't want to sound in a negative way, but a living legend, a great human being that was so great to all of us and has been so great to all of us.
Coach Donato spoke a lot about that family, how it's a family, it's a community, and he really wants to instill that with all of his players. Do you feel that too?
And it is. It's really a family here. You come here and you're part of an exclusive family that people genuinely care about one another, and that's something that is truly special.
You come here and, there's all the expectations of the academics, and then obviously playing at the Harvard hockey team, and that being an elite program in the country as we expect it to be. But then when you actually get here and you see the work that goes in, it elevates you to a new level.
Well, what makes Harvard hockey so special?
The quality of the people and the bond, the fraternity that has formed over the years, under the leadership of Coach Cleary. One of the things that Coach has done so well is when I meet someone new who maybe played a couple years ago or maybe played 10 years after me, there's just sort of an unspoken bond between us having played here and put on that uniform. That's pretty special. And we look out for each other and we try to help each other.
The quality of these young men who are here is the same thing that we experienced when we were here. Coach Cleary gave me the 30 of my best friends in life because he recruited great people.
And I'm looking at everyone here, and God, I tell you, I got more memories of everyone out here. You had one thing in common. You played Harvard hockey, and that's a special team. It's only reserved for a few, and you people are one of them right here. And when you say Harvard hockey, you should feel very proud.
And a big thing too is the Harvard-Yale rivalry. Do you have a favorite experience from a rivalry game?
Every time you played Cornell, every time you played Yale, those were special games. And I think it's great what Harvard has done, just bringing alumni together in a game like this when we're honoring Coach Cleary. You see how many people actually care and traveling and taking flights to come back to Cambridge and come back to the school. I mean, that's what Harvard's all about.
Yale meets Harvard in this storied rivalry. It's the Bulldogs and Crimson.
In 3 words we talk about all the time: grit, perseverance, team first. Let's be ready to work and willing to pay the price, okay? Let's get after this, guys. Have some fun.
It is Coach Bill Cleary night tonight here in the building. 90 years young for the former Harvard standout player, coach, athletic director. He did it all, and he's being honored here this evening in Cambridge.
What the hope of this weekend is for Harvard, if you can make it a full 6-point weekend, then things look very different, and all of a sudden feels like there can be some confidence at this roster.
That is how the first comes to a close.
Not much doing those 20 minutes. The one power play opportunity for Harvard and what was a pretty uneventful first.
Trust our game here, boys.
We play our game here. I really don't think they can skate with us. Like, we just got to hold on to more pucks, turn more pucks over on the forecheck. Defense, keep getting pucks to the net. A couple of those looks to the side of the net were really nice.
They're basically playing off our turnovers right now, okay? So we got to go do a better job getting pucks behind them, holding on to pucks, using the back of the net, okay? And let's get after them. Let's get skating on the walls. A couple times we're stuck in mud. Let's get after these guys. Come on.
And the second frame is underway from Cambridge.
We'll see if this period of the long change will open things up. Both teams really didn't get caught.
Blown tire here leads to a chance for Harvard.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'ma let her prove them all wrong again. I got a little
is able to keep it out. Harvard's been buzzing to begin this second period. Some of those underclassmen last year on this Harvard roster stepped into roles maybe sooner than they otherwise would have. Now here they are, that much more experience. Oh, what a shot to score! It's Severo to the same spot. Low stick side to beat Stark. And it's 2-0. Controlled to the corner and the period is over. A dominant one at that for Harvard. Lots of things to like for the home team in that middle frame. 18 shots right now. Here's a cross-ice feed and they score! It's Gamble!
That's deja vu from what we saw on this end of the second period where Harvard added to the momentum shift after shift. Now it's Yale.
Miller to Nick Thompson off the wall. Kreska trying to pick it off the wall and he scores! A funky bounce ends up with Philip Kreska who pots it. And Harvard has a 2-goal lead again. Harvard continues its dominance over rival Yale here over the last 6+ years. That's now 12 games unbeaten against one of their main rivals.
Harvard at home desperately needed a perfect weekend. 6 points on the line, 6 points that Harvard was able to grab, and all of a sudden things feel a heck of a lot different.
Like Coach said, this guy was flying all over the ice. He was battling whether it was in the dot, one of the corners. They put a huge one away for us at the end of the game. Phil.
Let's hear it, boys. Let's hear him talk.
All I'm going to say is 6 points, boys. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah! We're building. We're doing a lot of good things, okay? I know I joked about a big Saturday night in Cambridge, but pick your spots a little bit. Obviously, we come back Tuesday versus a pretty good team.